Okay, I don't have a whole lot to go over. I just wanted to sync up with you guys to see, one is how much time you're going to have this week to work on this. I already talked to Alejandro. He said he's going to be able to spend probably a total of 2 days this week. Ahmad, are you going to have time this week?
Yeah, I believe so. I don't have any other attachments to other projects, so I should be able to focus on this.
Awesome. I spent some time yesterday getting the sandbox environment to work with Ansible. That's working now, and it's running in CI. What I'm able to do is I'm able to configure the console cluster, and that it doesn't yet write out the GitLab RB, but what it does is it installs the omnibus package and it starts console. So it's just like very, very basic. I realized with the addition of both of you on this, like we're not going to be able to share a project. It's just going to be too chaotic. So I created 3 projects, alpha, beta, and gamma. We'll each take one, and that will allow us to work independently of each other as we start like building out the roles and infrastructure. I expect the sandbox projects will go away. Like after we're done, we'll probably go back to one. For now, we still have the project name Sandbox as well. Maybe if what you guys could try today is to get everything working locally. I did update the README. You'll just need to ASDF install the dependencies. Decided to use pipenv for Python, so make sure you can do like a pipenv shell and pipev install to install Ansible and its dependencies. Make sure you can run Terraform using the GitLab state file, because we're using Terraform integration for GitLab. So you can run that against the sandbox environment. It should show no changes because that infrastructure is built out already. And then see if you can run Ansible. Locally.
Yeah, I started doing that stuff, and I have some. I'm preparing an emerge request. There was some typos and some stuff that can improve.
Oh, cool. Did you get it? Did you get to work eventually or not?
The thing that I can run Terraform plan, but then I can it's not getting my GitLab ops token. But I think that's something with my setup. That's the only thing that's missing.
Yeah, you'll need to set your the Terraform init shell wrapper script requires that environment variable to be set in order to init Terraform.
Alejandro, is the typo in the example file? Because I found the typo. Yeah, I just get emerging.
Oh shit, really? Oh, sorry.
Yeah, it says export instead of export.
Okay. Okay, well, yeah, this was put together fairly hastily, so apologize for any problems. Let me know if you hit any roadblocks today. I can walk you through. And once we have the separate environments, I think it's going to be a lot better too, because we can just, we can work independently of each other. For number 3, we don't yet have a bastion figured out. Maybe we can push this off till later and just use public IPs just to make things simpler for running locally, because most of the work now is going to be done locally anyway. Once we have the bastion set up, you can do forwarding through it, I guess, and run Ansible through the bastion, but it's be easier, I think. What I don't know yet is, so you probably saw like we're using symlinks to get and to symlink for both Ansible and Terraform. So this gives you access to the get Ansible roles and the get Terraform modules. I don't yet know how we're going to pull in, like if we're going to pull in the fleet Ansible roles or not, like for console. So for example, taking a look at get. So if we look at the get role, right, it inherits the common role. So I'm just doing the same in the role I created for console in our project. And then this thing writes out the GitLab RB. We could try to use the get role, but I'm worried like when it comes to Patroni, like for console, maybe this will work, but for Patroni, it's going to be like we're probably going to diverge or need some way to inject our own config. So I'm not sure. Maybe we can see how it goes and decide whether, assuming we're sticking with Omnibus, right? Like we'll just have our own roles for each fleet.
Yeah, that's what I was going to ask if it was possible to like import what the J2 the J2 file from Get and then build on
add to
top
it.
of that.
I think Grant mentioned he needed a way to allow people to inject, but I'm kind of wondering, given that these roles don't do a whole lot themselves, like if you look at the tasks here, it's basically he pulls in secrets from this NFS mounts, I guess, and then stops console, creates a template and then reloads it. So maybe we're better off just creating our own fleet roles and using the common role that they provide and then creating our own fleet roles for now.
Yeah, that could be.
So division of work, good question.
Yeah, I was just wondering what we said, which is how will we not step on each other's toes? So, for example, for console, like I was wondering, should we say, okay, X person works on console and this other person works on Patroni and this other person works on PWS, or do we consider each role to be sufficiently large that we can work several people on a single role, but then how do we divide stuff there?
Yeah, so I'm wondering whether if we need to figure out how we're going to be doing secrets first and what well, yeah, I don't know. Should we maybe we should break it up instead of by fleet, but by some of the cookbook stuff. You know what I'm saying? Like,
yeah, I guess because a lot of that stuff will be common, right? Like user management will be common across different roles. Secret management should be uniform across different roles.
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe that's a better division of works, like to say, okay, we have this functionality in Chef, which is to manage, for example, logs. Okay, let's have a person work on that. I mean, maybe logs can come later.
Yeah, so exporters.
Right, exporters.
Logging.
Regarding secrets, did Craig, Cindy, and the other folks working on the main shift to Ansible project have figured out or settled on a way to manage secrets, or is it still hasn't been decided yet?
I'll take a look. As far as I know, no. Like they haven't settled on anything. So I'm not sure. I'll look into that. Let's take a look at like I think a lot of these are like pretty much the same because a lot of it's just base. So maybe we'll say orders, detail. So what do you guys think if we just create issues for more aligned with the cookbooks, like exports, MTail server, FluentD, sysctl, like create a bunch of issues for that, and we can just take them up. Like whoever wants to work on stuff can just take them and assign them to themselves. And then we each take a component. Like I'll just keep console. If I'll create an issue for PG Bouncer and Patroni. We need to create the kind of like the base role for that, so someone can do that as well. So I'll create Patroni issue, PG Bouncer issue. I'll also create issue for like Bastion secrets that I think like maybe we just kind of avoid dealing with secrets for now as best we can until we figure that out. And then I'll create issues for the other cookbooks. And we probably still need to do like an audit as well to make sure we're not missing anything. Does that sound good?
Fine by me.
Cool. All right.
Yeah, fine by me.
And for this week, like I maybe, well, you guys decide what you guys want to pick up. Like maybe one of you can take PG Bounce or the other Patroni, or take the cookbooks and start playing with it.
No,
I'll let you. Yeah, go ahead.
Sorry to interrupt. No, I was just gonna say, like, I would like if we can identify like what is the minimum viable product to, for example, have console, but I don't know, so that we can show something in the demo. But
yeah, that would be great. So for the demo tomorrow, it's gonna do like showing console configured in Ansible, but it won't be. It'll just be running right now.
Mm-hmm.
Like it's not. I can. Yeah, I'll continue to try to demo that, and maybe we can also demo. I don't know if we'll be able to demo Patroni. Like we have to see how that's going to look. So, but yeah, I don't know what the MVP is. I think the MVP for tomorrow is going to be probably just console, and we need to decide what we're going to do, because it's just not a lot of time.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry to interrupt.
No problem. Yeah. So. So for today, we'll I'll also say who has which environment. So Alejandro, I'll give you beta, and Ahmad, I'll give you gamma.
Okay.
And then yeah, I think that's pretty much it. You can get going. Cool. That's all I got. You guys have anything else?
Nothing from my side.
Cool, man. Thanks.
Okay.
See you guys later.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye bye.